For those of you who aren't in my English class, this is a review over the book No Good Deed. By the way, this book has 2 other parts, but I wanted to jump out of a 4-story window reading this one, so why would I read them? Alright, let's get started. The book starts with Detective Sonora Blair arriving at a crime scene where a 15-year-old girl went missing. Along with the girl, a horse went missing. Now I'd just like to ask, how the f*** do you kidnap a horse without anyone noticing? At the scene, all that was found was a single boot, a pool of blood, and an area of the fence was broken. Some investigator dude comes up to Sonora and is like, "Alright, we think that the horse threw her, she busted her head on a rock and was knocked unconscious, and then some creeper came and took her. Oh, and he also took the horse, so he must have been into some weird." So after about 30 chapters, they finally leave the scene of the crime and go look for a truck that is carrying a horse trailer and a bleeding unconscious teenage girl. You know, casual items. They pull into a gas station, and while there, Sonora's partner starts putting the moves on her. She looks at him and she's like, "No!" And then they leave, and I guarantee the ride was awkward from there on out. About 1,000,000 chapters of nothing later, Sonora is walking down the street when a building all of a sudden explodes and bursts into flames. But don't worry, it was just an orphanage. Nobody wanted those kids anyway. So after 8 hours of trying to put out the fire that's being fueled by children, Sonora is ordered off the site and told to go back to the station. So they get to the station and some scientist is like, "Hey, I found a record of the guy who drives the same truck as the one that stole that girl 1,000,000 pages ago. The guy's name is Scott Thompson." So they put a bolo out on the guy and wait for someone to see his vehicle. One night, Sonora and her partner are walking down the street. He grabs her and confesses his undying love for her. Now this is where she realizes that he's a really nice guy and they live out a life of happiness together. Nah, just kidding, she slaps him right across the face and leaves. About 30 chapters later, Sonora's partner apologizes and he tells her that they know where Scott Thompson lives. They pedal to the metal there, and when they show up, they're instantly shot at. After some back and forth shooting, her partner tries to act like a hero and goes out to distract him. And the second he steps out in the open, he gets shot right in the leg. Luckily for him though, it's the creeper's last bullet. Now Sonora, being the cold-blooded beast that she is, stands up and is like, "Bang, bang, pop, pop, you have the right to shut the f*** up," and pops a cap in his brain. After throwing her partner a bandage, she walks into the house, and in the back room, she finds the girl that they've been looking for since the beginning. But more importantly, the horse is alive and well in the shed. So in the end, I guess it's a happy ending. The girl is home, the horse is safe, Sonora's partner learned to live with the fact that he would probably die alone, and all is alright in the world. Well, except for Sonora, who got PTSD and wakes up in a cold sweat every other night because she can't forget about the psychopath turning orphans into chicken nuggets. In the process of making this, I had the script and everything typed up on my laptop. I saved it and came back to it later, and it all deleted, and I don't think it's supposed to look like that.